historia.
Only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Infurious. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos. Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders. After winning the Council's trust, he ascended Dawncloud with Circe's the Reason Titan, who was to obtain information about the entrance to the Netherrealm. Castorus had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the Flame Chase journey. With the aid of the demigod Cypher, she set out for the ancient Castorus successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via alchemy and used its power to return to the Netherrealm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, where Anaxa's soul met Castorus in the Netherrealm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the Flame Chase journey to continue. After returning Circe's core flame, Anaxa's physical body completely disappeared. With this, the Flame Chase journey neared its conclusion, and all I...
Vamos.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
Perdóname, pero no. bien, entonces estás Loki. Para que tengamos en cuenta, ¿no? Olvida el paso por ahora, solo te traerá tristeza.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. Huh? I don't know. This aura feels so familiar.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
Mal presentimiento. Interesante. Sí.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth. Now, where have I seen this before? What? How could they be? Mummy! Look out! Wait! We both know what this thing can do. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with Time's power as soon as we can.
The river is full of fish.
What?
The flame chase started. Meow.
Meow? We already knew about the mad part, but are we still in danger?
Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Oh, sí, es la semidiosa del
Disguise?
engaño.
No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was a...
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps.
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Eso es cierto. Eso... Ouch. Eso... Ouch. Cuidadito, Oh, joder, me acabo de dar cuenta de algo que naturalmente suena estúpido, pero sí, es muy cierto, la verdad.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing.
I sure love your Eric. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your
Telelosa. Soto.
Aren't you a popular one? But I got two first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove. Live handsomely. You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right. So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never... Ah! That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery.
No me gusta este maldito personaje. Quiero dejarlo bien en claro.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched. Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about it's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably... Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself. Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the moon. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm. The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the flame chase journey was a carefully Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of course, that's only if you, my lord, you honor me with your trust. I will be...
Ok, darle tecnología a una... No voy a decir primitiva, pero... como... una tierra... ¿Cómo decirlo? Parecida a la nuestra, porque... existe tecnología, y me refiero a esto porque hay un robot aquí presente, y creo que es un robot.
Not exactly, but we anti-Catherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a... If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey. Hypothetically, Lord Donhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase? It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Okay.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it...
Exacto.
Your prudence impresses me, just as
Genial.
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure this.
Genial, putos ancianos estúpidos.
not. As I said, are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue? So I see. This is...
You have such overwhelming powers. Answer me. Why do you stand in her way?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore. Drag him back here, friend. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive...
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began. It's a good thing Cartonus is the finest blacksmith in Amphorius. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonus is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Phainon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
question it for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are... Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties. I'm far from finished. I must continue sharpening my skills. And every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to... A girl's little secret.
Estoy muy
Don't pry.
distraído, güey.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
Bien. Estoy haciendo, puedo transportarme como Goku. Oh. ¿Sí es aquí?
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading.
No leímos nada.
Let's take a closer look.
Tal vez nos hubieran dado unas referencias o algo así.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days? Ah, you scared me! Bursting into some... Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to... What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Mira, ya que estamos aquí.
Oh, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend. You could have just asked. There's nothing embarrassing. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune. You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other, I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talked too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and...
Dinero.
You sure are persistent. All right, all right. I'm totally helpless against...
What are you guys chatting about? Is this...
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby.
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially...
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Treeman. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown. After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy, even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that. Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say...
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the... You are...
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan. Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be we can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you... not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward. You've probably figured out. What?
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have... All right. Let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch, my shoulders might be sore, and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongue.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it?
How Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend...
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just, now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, volume with Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But The details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heir is won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Clementine, take a breath. What's going on?
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya! It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. And Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Droma's workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today?
Gente como ella.
Look at those broken, fleeting eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
Este mundo que son así. Y quiero decirlo.
I thought I could buy some more time.
Gente como ella merece morir.
In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. It's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me? Cyphra?
I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you... Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tear of this quality.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow. A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable.
And mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And
I won them fair and square in a bet. Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer.
Strange. My golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so...
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the gold weaver's finest. That said, I do have something that... Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's...
These golden boots are the gold weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra, and don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves...
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well,
what's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too...
Well, I suppose you'll have to...
Fake! Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine... Your Amphorius is most cunning liar! And even you were fooled by a Glyad!
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the river of soul. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know.
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick...
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door. And enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now the time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about,
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the river.
80-20 it is. How generous you are, Buck.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps?
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless ladies?
Hands hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me take... got it. Let's use...
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolo.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Muy bien. Con esto nos quedamos aquí.
Trying to trick me into saying
Yo creo.
something. Not a
Así que-
chance.
Siguen hablando.
You're as sharp as ever.
Bueno, ahora sí. Nos vemos en la siguiente. Si se puede, si no, pues no, chicos. Bye.